With Cheryl Pounder, last year the Panthers had a huge edge in goal, Bobrovsky versus Skinner. Well, it's the same two goalies, but do you think the advantage is as big, or is Skinner better suited to keep pace with Bobrovsky in the rematch?
I think Skinner is better suited. And listen, it is daunting. Bobrovsky, you know how effective he's been. He's got a .912 save percentage this year. And coming off a 7-game Stanley Cup series, listen, it can be challenging. But when I look at the body of work of Skinner, yes, he wasn't consistent during the season and to start the playoffs. But what he's done since the Vegas series and reclaiming the net in game number 3 has been outstanding. Not only has he won 6 of his last 7 games, Nikki, but he has found a way to be a real difference maker in the crease, playing extremely aggressive, but most importantly, there's a confidence to his game right now. And it's all about timing and the temperature of a goaltender in the moment. And I think he's got it right now. I think he's feeling it. He's also feeling it because in front of him, he has got a team and a D-core that's playing structured and holding down the fort when they do have a lead. Now, you know that the Florida Panthers, they're going to pressure, they're going to heavy forecheck, and they are going to be a menace net front. But I really like what the D-core for the Oilers have been doing. They have been boxing out and taking away those second shot opportunities. And so that really allows someone like Skinner to get to the top of his crease and really challenge shooters one-on-one and making sure that he knows that that back door is not going to be available. So I really like his body of work right now. It is going to be highly entertaining with Bobrovsky going toe-to-toe with him, but I do think he is better suited, and I think it's a mindset right now, a belief that he can come back whether he's down or he's up, because the vibe is just different, and this is a very deep Edmonton Oilers team.
It's also Kris Knoblauch's second final. He said his team knows what they need to get it done. Is Knoblauch better primed to match up with Paul Maurice in the rematch?
He is, and that's saying something, right? When you're going toe-to-toe with Paul Maurice. I think, listen, he's got the home change in those first 2 games in Edmonton, but I also think that there's such a body of trust with him, with his entire group, because of the depth. And because of that, not only he can deploy differently, but he knows that he's got an entire bench that can go out at any point in time and get things done. He also has the likes of Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, who he can play apart or he can play together. So I'm really curious as to see that Barkov matchup, what that looks like. But when I think about Knoblauch, I think about, the last year and a half, getting to 2 Stanley Cups. He's such a young coach, but you also look at just the temperature. He has the feel for the game. Anytime he has made an adjustment, it seems to work. And that's not by chance when it consistently happens. You look at Zach Hyman is out. Who does he elevate? Corey Perry. Naturally a 4th liner right now as a 40-year-old. Well, in game 4 and game 5, guess who scores? Corey Perry on the power play. We can talk about this using both goaltenders, the depth in his lineup, but it's the buttons he's pushing to get the buy-in and the opportunistic execution as well. So I'm really interested to see this matchup. I think it's going to be a battle of the minds, a battle of the pushes, a battle of goaltending, and of course you've got the number 1 and 2 player in the world in the Edmonton Oilers going up against one of the best 200-foot players in the game in Barkov.
Well, thankfully, we don't have to wait too long. For what it's worth on FanDuel, Bobrovsky is second in Conn Smythe odds at +250. Skinner is 9th at 80-1.